All right, so I've seen you almost every day since 2019, since I was a freshman. What's some cool things about your job that people might not know about?
Oh, that's a great question. I think for me, the favorite part of my job is dealing with people like you. Like I get to see you every day. I think at different levels, I don't know if a Division I AD would be able to say he interacts with the student athletes as much as I get to. And so for me, that's really cool to watch you grow and watch you do these. Like this is one of my favorite things is watching your weekly athlete interviews. I think they're awesome. And I think I got to watch you grow into that. And that's what makes my job fun is to see athletes like yourself really become who they are at the end of 4 years.
People that almost shed a tear, you know. Pete kind of made me blush, I'm not gonna lie, right? So, what ups come downs, right? What are some of the biggest challenges facing the athletic department in the next 5 years or so?
Well, that's a great question. I think, well, everyone's talking about this cliff of the number of students that are going to be going to school over the next 5 to 10 years is going to really decrease. So I think that's just going to make it more competitive from an athletic standpoint, getting kids to come to school here, because there's going to be less kids in general coming to school. So I think that's something that all colleges are going to be facing, and I think that's something that we'll certainly have to deal with.
Definitely. All right, so I still remember the first day we met on my recruiting trip. I saw you, and you gave me some good messages. So, like, what's some good advice or messages that you see or that you could tell to recruits when they come here?
You know, it's funny because I just walked away from a men's volleyball recruit and we were talking, and I say it's really simple. You have to prioritize that if you're not doing well in school, it's not the sport. That you've got to be academics, and then depending on where you are, if you're in season, athletics should be next, and then your social life after that. And then you can switch social life and athletics depending on where you are in your season. But you got to keep the academic piece strong, and that's got to be the top one.
Oh yeah, you definitely told me that. I remember that coming into.
And look where you're at today.
Yeah, exactly. Right? So, in order to win, you gotta know how to lose, right? So, how do you judge success at the end of the year for your department in athletics?
That's a great question, and we don't base it all on wins and losses, although that's the one visible thing that we can measure. I look at the experiences. We do the surveys at the end of every season, and I just want to make sure our kids are getting what we promised, that we're giving them an opportunity to be a student athlete, we're helping them improve in their sport, we're helping them become better people. And if we're doing those things, I think we're going to win more often than we're not. And so for me, that's what's the most important.
All right, people, you heard it here from my boss, your boss, probably everybody's boss. Until next time.